These dark days call for Crimson Knights, so when the sun sets, the Crimson Moon rises.
Rise, Crimson Knights, rise! Good evening. It is Monday. We're starting the week off strong with some Final Fantasy XIV. Crimson Knights, we're continuing with the main story quests. We recently beat the Heavensward expansion, and now we are moving on into Stormblood. We've started up the Stormblood expansion, having a lot of fun playing through. And we're just going to keep on grinding and see how far we can get in the months ahead in Final Fantasy XIV. And part of the reason is that, one, I want to, this game's been on my backlog. It's been on my wish list of playing for a long time. We're finally just making the time and the space to do it. I want to get in as much as we can, especially before GTA 6 drops. And then we're going to be absolutely distracted by GTA 6. But I also want to see how far we can get before the next expansion of Final Fantasy XIV drops, Evercold, coming in January 2027. Let's take a look. All right, so Evercold coming out in January 2027. This is going to be the new expansion. Warrior of Light in Shattered Skies, wandered not alone. It's also coming out on Switch 2. Let's search that. Switch 2, Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV is releasing on August 4th on the Switch 2. Alright, so next week it's coming out on Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2 is $500. $450 to $500. Sheesh! Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so that's not going to be happening. Not doing that. All right, so in the time of the ancients, Aetheris was divided across 10 and 3 reflections to avert a terrible calamity. Thus, for 12,000 years did the star survive, and by its enduring hope did the Warrior of Light at last thwart its final days. Yet victory comes at a cost, and fate now demands its due. Faced with a new threat of the solstice, the Warrior of Light is summoned to the 4th reflection. What do they hope to gain from wandering a world lost to ice? Hold fast your convictions and join with your comrades as you brave the ever-expanding world of Final Fantasy XIV. New job, Bastion. So, game design for the modern gamer. See, I'm excited about this update because I think it's going to give some real long overdue quality of life improvements to Final Fantasy XIV. So, introducing seasons, a redesigned framework for earning rewards and increasing item level. Just kind of adding to the grind. But this character screen looks so much cooler than the one we have right now. Like, I like this a lot. Just a completely reimagined character screen and seasons and everything. I guess it's kind of like a battle pass, but I'd imagine that you're not gonna have to pay for the battle pass, so to speak, because this is already a monthly subscription game, so all of that should be included. New battle system, switch between Reborn mode, based on the current combat system, and Evolved mode, designed to highlight each job's unique identity. Definitely interesting to see. I'll be interested to see what Evolved mode looks like. But again, that could be a really nice quality of life update to the battle system that makes it feel more engaging to fight, you know? Armory update. The better to facilitate play with multiple jobs. So that'll be interesting to see how they do that. More ways to make your character stand out. Expanded character customization, greater range of color options with new color picker, ability to fine-tune features such as eyes and lips, new elements such as eyeshadow, removable components on certain gear. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be awesome. Really customizable characters, excited about that. Customizable action animations, give abilities a personal touch with customizable animations for general and job actions. That's gonna be really cool. Main scenario update. After a specific point in the main scenario, players are free to choose the order in which they tackle certain areas. How you progress through the story is up to you. So a little bit more choose your own adventure approach. Give you some options so that not everybody's playing the same exact story. Auto content balancing. In specific areas in Evercold, a new system will automatically adjust applicable content to match character level. Allows party matching for players of different level ranges. Balance within duties is adjusted to suit participants. Field area enemy levels are automatically balanced. Adjust drop rate and item level for certain rewards. So just gonna make matchmaking all the more easier. New to Evercold, 2 new jobs. Bastion is a tank and a physical range DPS. Bastion overview. Role, main tank, mode, evolved only, weapon, Skiltborg. Level cap increase from 100 to 110. The Icebound Realm of the Fourth. Explore new areas found aboard the Fourth's truly massive airships. The Realm Ship of Water, Naglfar, and the Realm Ship of Fire, Hringhorny. New city, Fargarth. Distinctive new areas, arcane colossi and other looming threats. New allies to encounter, new dungeons. New Alliance raid series, Evangelion, Ghosts of Desire. New raid series, Beyond the Lifestream. Seems like this is a crossover with like Final Fantasy VII. Expanded battle settings. 8-player raids will feature a new difficulty setting between normal and savage to suit a greater variety of playstyles. New ultimate raid, fates, hunts, and treasure hunts, new trials, PvP updates, duty support updates, Chocobo companion updates, expansive updates to Chocobo companions, including an overhaul of the Chocobo raising system. That could be cool if you could like actually raise a Chocobo from like a hatchling to, you know, a full adult. As well as the ability to call forth your Chocobo to assist you in dungeons, new gear and crafting recipes, and more. Players can enjoy certain updates without purchasing Evercold, including overarching changes to game design, new battle system, PvP updates, duty support updates. $50% off by now. What does that mean? Dawn Trail, $19. So I think I already have Dawn Trail, but I guess it's not selling Evercold yet, huh? Alright, I guess they're not selling it yet. But very exciting, and it seems like another thing that they're doing is they are gonna have better graphics just overall, and like more foliage, just better environments and everything with the new update, for at least for the new areas and stuff. So there might be like kind of different levels of graphics based on where you are in the game, how recent the expansion has been. But it'll definitely be interesting to see even if the graphics get better as we're going through these expansions that are already out, because that's my impression, is that with each new expansion, it seems like they're trying to get better graphics for the new areas and new stuff that expansion brings. So they're not going back and bringing the old graphics up to par, but they're just making better and better graphics for new expansions as they move forward. So be cool to check that out. All Worlds Maintenance, July 27th, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. All right, so that's not going to affect us. We're fine. That's like 2 a.m. East Coast time, so that's not going to affect us. Don't worry, Crimson Knights! And by the way, thank you to everybody who watched the stream last night and saw us trying to grind out finishing the special quest in Arc Raiders. We didn't quite finish it last night, but I did wrap it up this afternoon, or this evening, before starting up this stream. So we officially finished the Arc Raiders quest, which means we can just do a full stream of Final Fantasy XIV tonight. For those of you who are wondering about our progress on that quest. Okay, let's see, where are we? Ralga's Reach. Oh, right, Ralga's Reach, okay. A familiar face forgotten. We're gonna do some of the main story quests tonight, but I do kind of want to, try... I want to start the Samurai job quest. I'm just feeling in the Samurai mood with this new Stormblood expansion. A familiar face forgotten. Mefrid cannot help but wonder if you remember who he is. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again here, of all places. Though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Of course I remember you. I'm impressed. Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Quarry Mill. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galeon was recovering. Gundabald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Ul'dah for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Girabanya and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Ah, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you, Lice? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Quest accepted. See, I actually feel like the graphics are already better in this expansion than they were in the previous expansion. But I did want to look at, like... Let's see. System configuration? The highest it can go is HD 1920 by 1080. Graphics settings. There's really no point of going up to 4K because I don't have 4K. Let's do an NVIDIA DLSS. Alright, so there's really not much to change. But we changed to DLSS, graphics upscaling. And we'll try that out. Alright. Speak with Mefrid. Now over here. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There are more villages than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. Journey to the peaks. Crimson Knights, we're gonna need some 4-digit numbers, by the way. For the cact pot. We gotta do the cact pot. When we get a chance, we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna need some 4-digit numbers for the cact pot lottery.
Of Girabania. Silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. This reminds me of like how Wakanda has a like kind of hologram hiding the entire city. You know, it just looks like kind of mountain range with trees and whatnot on it that you can't really traverse. This is the same. They have like a hologram, glamours hiding their city, their little hideaway. 588 yalms to the southeast, eh? Let's go find ourselves an ether current out here. Southeast is this way. Look at that thing, man. A level 70 Acra Buamelu. That's actually higher than my level. That would be tough. Flutterinis. Alright, looks like we're fighting. I'm fighting you! Die, Flutterini! You look like a little butterfly. $290 alms to the southeast. Keep going, like, up this way. See if we can find ether current somewhere up here. Gosh, we're gonna have to fight our way through here, aren't we? The Ziggurat. 82 yalms to the south. Look at these stairs. What the heck? The Kikiran meat eater. Alright, I figure we're just gonna have to kill this thing. We weren't getting past this guy. We're slowly but surely closing in on level 70, which would be nice. Let's see. All right, is it up here? The ether current up here? No, I don't see it. I do not see an ether current. But I do see this table that I kind of want to check out. Alright, nothing for me there. Alright, let's go back down and see if we can find this thing. These are the steepest stairs in the game right here. If this were in real life, I would fall down. Oh, there's the ether current. I just completely missed it. That's a good place for an ether current, though, isn't it? Got him! Alright, now the question is... See, there is another one. How many ether currents are there? When can I fly? Why is this so complicated, man? I want to fly. Let's keep going. See if we can find some more ether currents. $575 yalms to the southwest. Even go to the southwest. Maybe I gotta go this way. Do I have a map? Not really. Alright, we're just gonna see if we can find a way through to go southwest here. We're exploring a blood glider. See what we find out here. The ziggurat. And now we're pretty much going all the way back. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a dead end. So, I don't know, maybe we can go, like, this way, around this way, maybe back through this, I don't know. At any rate, let's go to the main story. We didn't find what we didn't find the path that we were looking for. Alright, now this Chipotle is trying to kill me. Let's bring our dragon back. I like him. These remind me of Butterfrees. Butterfree. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east, past the bridge. Follow me. It's not much further. Not very far at all. We're on a flightless dragon. You crazy Chipotle! Leave me alone. New location discovered. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. There's nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. Know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. My eye was inside the O. A new Ethernet destination is now accessible, Peaks Gate. The prodigal daughter, Mefrid, would like to introduce you to the village elder. We can also get some leg guards of fending, or if we want to go maiming, or striking, scouting. I'll probably go fending for our Dark Knights. Ragnfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. I already like this area. I don't know why, I just do. Kind of reminds me of Red 13's home. Final Fantasy VII. Ragnfrid. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, your comrades of Mefrid. I see, I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you come to steal away what few remain? The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We've made an agreement with the Alliance. This time, it will be different. This time? Cold comfort for the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now. Leave us be. Got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, because you don't. Because it's my village too. My home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext, and I'm here. I'm here to take back... Byrogger, the last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive, and I never thought you would come. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, got no right to tell you to leave. Alagan is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfried might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. All right, let's take a little break. All right, now we're gonna go to the gold saucer. Let's see how we did at the Cackpot last week. Fourth prize. We guessed 8121, and the winning number was 4651. All right. 7629 consolation prize. 2694 consolation prize. All right. Now we got to go with some new numbers, Crimson Knights. I don't know if anybody's out here, but if you've got a 4-digit number that you want us to put in, please let me know right now. Or I'm just going to go random. $8852. $4816. $5971. Sure. All right, now we're also going to do like the mini Cackpot for funsies as well. Okay, so 6 is the magic number here. 8 is also good. Or if you could get 23 or 24, that would be really good. All right, 6, 7, 8. All right, if I am trying to get 6, The only way you can get 6 is if you get a 1, 2, 3. All right, which is impossible here. So you could go for 8 to get 720, or you could go for like 23 or 24. 23 or 24. 23. Let's think about this. Seven, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 is 24. So I guess 6, 7, 8. Huh? How would you get 23? What am I thinking wrong here? Oh, no. 6, 8, 9 would be 23. Duh. All right. Why don't we go? I mean, we gotta go for 7, 8, 9, right? Let's try it. We got it! Let's go! 3,600! Awesome, we actually got it! That's a nice big prize. I'll take that. All right, let's go again. Let's see, it's all the same. What should we do here? We could go for 1, 2, 3, which could be this. You know, it could be. It's always possible. All right, so we got 13. 72. No big prize that time. All right, so 7, 8, 9 is at opposite corners here. But we could maybe get 6, 8, 9 and get 23,000. Or again, because actually 1, 2, 3 could possibly be in here. So should we go horizontal or vertical? I'm more feeling the vertical. All right, so we got 10. All right. All right, so we got super lucky on that first one. Got a bunch of points. Awesome. All right, the next thing I want to try is let's go to Ul'dah. It's a little amigo. Let's go to Ul'dah. All right, let's start this for funsies. The Way of the Samurai. An Ul'dah citizen is ripe to burst with excitement and seeks a hapless passerby upon whom to unburden himself. This quest will unlock the samurai job. Soul of the Samurai. Mithrite, Uchigatana, and nameless armor coffin. Falls balls, just when you think you've seen it all, the world's full of surprises. What am I talking about, you ask? Oh, nothing much, just the most amazing blade work I've ever seen. It wasn't even the main card either, but light entertainment. A Far Eastern fellow old enough to be my grandfather appeared and called for challengers, but who should answer him but a brute of a gladiator? People thought it was either mummery or a sick joke. After all, what could one expect from such a mismatch? The old and infirm versus the young and inform. But when the action began, the old man proceeded to drop everyone's jaws, his opponents not least of all, with his blistering blade work. The most riveting moment, though, was when he had the challenger on the back foot, for instead of finishing the job, he went and sheathed his blade. Putting your steel away in the heat of battle, well, that's akin to committing suicide. This wasn't lost on the gladiator, who lunged in with a mighty swing. Spectators gasped collectively, thinking it was over, and it was, but not for the old man. For the next instant, before anyone could comprehend what had happened, his opponent was crumpled on the ground. In one fell stroke, and with impossible speed, the old man had drawn his sword and dealt the telling blow. A few heartbeats passed in stunned silence, then the stands erupted in riotous cheering. Gods, just recounting it gives me the chills. The speed, the precision, the elegance, simply sublime. How's it possible I'd never heard of these Far Eastern warriors, these samurai? Wait, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? And you want to face the old man? Well, that silver-tongued showmaster was looking for a new challenger, but you don't want to do this. Let someone else be the fool. Speak with the silver-tongued showmaster. The way of the samurai. Alright, we can go to the Gladiators Guild. We can go to the Gladiators Guild. What does this do? Phoenix Down medicine. Not now, not now. We have enough to do, don't we? Squirrel Emperor. Oh, man. We are the representatives of the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. That's what the Gladiators Guild reminds me of. Come one, come all, and marvel at a mystery of the Far East. A swordsman hailing from exotic Hingashi, whose blade work is quicker than the eye can see. Don't let his age fool you. Old though he may be, he's already made short work of one of Uldar's meanest gladiators, and he now seeks a new challenger. If you can best him, you'll be rewarded with a rare Hingan treasure. There's just one condition. You must fight with the same blade as the old man's. If you think you have what it takes, proceed to the Gladiators Guild and make yourself known to the Far Eastern Elder. This aura, unusual, yet undoubtedly formidable. Dare I hope a worthy opponent? Well met, friend. I am Musasai, a samurai. Lest you wonder, samurai are swordsmen. Hold on. Samurai are swordsmen of the Far East. Yet know that the swords we wield are unlike those of this land. Katana they are called, and for our duel I shall lend you such a blade, along with the stone, a talisman of sorts. Wear them on your person, and you shall become one of us. At least in appearance, if not in sooth. Complete. Samurai unlocked! Bushido Blade 1! Oh my gosh, I don't have enough armory chest space. Gosh. Everything is full. Unbelievable. All right. What can I put away? I'm trying to see what I can pull out of here that we're not really, like, using anymore. We need more armory space, though. Like, come on. Torrent Tights of Aiming. We got to open up some space here. Cotton dress shoes. We had Cyan Adventurer's jacket. Was there anything else that went with that? Alright, these wristbands are... Bracelet of Healing. I don't do much healing. Alright, so let's try to... Let's try this again. Alright, so we've got the Soul Crystal, we've got the Mithrite, Uchigatana, and then we should be able to use this... Got ethereal brass wristlets. Cyan Adventurer's boots, there we go, and bottoms. Monocle, okay. Filibuster, Bracelet of Slaying, Leg Guards Offending. All right, we gotta. We got to free up even more space here. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see if this works. I can't use it. Nameless. The Nameless. Nameless, Hachigane, Toki, Teko, Hakama, and Kyan. Okay. No, no. Can I add a new one? Samurai! All right, that looks pretty sweet. I like that, Crimson Knights. That's pretty cool. Let's do it. Musosai! Master Musosai! Musosai regards you with a piercing gaze. Ah, yes. In your gaze, I see the stirrings of a newborn samurai. 'Tis plain the stone has already bequeathed some of its memories unto you. Yet having the memories is one thing, mastering them quite another. We shall see how well you fare against me. Prepare yourself, young samurai. We begin as soon as you are ready. You have learned all samurai actions and traits to level 50. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the Actions and Traits window, accessed under Character in the main menu. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Samurai's Sen Gauge unlocked. The Sen Gauge displays which of the 3 Sen effects, Setsu, top, Getsu, left, and Ka, right, are currently accumulated. Sen is required to perform Laijutsu, the number of Sen accumulated determining which weapon skill will be executed. 1 for Higenbana, 2 for Tenka Goken, and 3 for Midari Setsugeka. Review the job gauge description at any time from the Actions and Traits menu. I don't know what any of this means, dude. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just go. How hard can it be, right? You are ready then. Good, good. Let us take to the arena. All right, we're just trying out the samurai job for funsies. Okay, Crimson Knights. Gather you round and bear witness, for another brave challenger has appeared. Next to face Musosai, Sword Master of the Far East, we have an itinerant adventurer! Some gladiator stuff right here. Hold it right there! No one gets to take down that old bastard except me! Berold, the last standing, scourge of the sands. You made a fool of me earlier, but this time there'll be no tricks. This time I fight with my own sword, not that pathetic excuse for a needle you handed me. What's this? Boneheaded Berold, who was so roundly trounced but moments ago, has invaded the Blood Sands? For those who came in late, he's the disgraced gladiator who was cast out of the Colosseum for, and I paraphrase, being an all-round odious brute. The rules were plain and you agreed to them. There were no tricks. Shut your mouth and fight me again. Such eagerness for blood. The warriors of this land are as naked blades. He's like, I'ma kill you. I'll get you next time! And with that distraction out of the way, we may continue where we left off. Oh, dang it, I missed it. Let's go! Samurai! Samurai battle! It begins. How will this challenger fare against the enigmatic elder? I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna have fun doing it, baby. Oh, interesting. If you can get on their flank, you can do more damage. Alright, so now what do I do? Let's do Midari Setsugaka. Sheesh! Alright, we're doing pretty well so far here, Crimson Knights. There we go. That will do. Victory is yours, young one. Let's go! We're a samurai! And the challenger wins! draw forth such strength from the stone in so short a time, you are no ordinary man. As promised, I shall bestow upon you the rarest of Hingan treasures, training in the way of the samurai. Dang it. What's the matter? Our techniques are not found in this land, hence their great worth. As my pupil, you would train under my watchful eye and learn even the most puissant of my techniques. Why, you lying bastard! This guy's back. All that fighting and there wasn't even any coin in it? What's this? Boneheaded Barold is back, and this time he's brought friends! This man doesn't know when to give up! You got a problem? Come down here and say it! What is this guy wearing? Is he wearing, like, a Speedo? At no point was it said that the treasure's an object, let alone coin. Besides, winning it was well beyond you. Shut the hells up! This time I'll show you my true strength! Your strength lies in numbers, 'twould seem. Very well. If you insist on another trouncing, then so be it. Know that this time 'tis not I who will deal it, but my pupil. Having seen your potential firsthand, he and his ilk ought not pose you any trouble. I'm gonna take him out. Whoever he is, take care of him too! By the way, Leah, welcome, welcome. Since I've been here for a little bit, just been taking care of business, taking care of all my orders that I made, just trying to get everything situated here. Well, you're welcome to be here, Leah. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm having a good time getting into this expansion more, so I'm really enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. I'm enjoying it more and more as we play. Defeat Barold. Oh dear, this isn't in the script. The duel's become a free-for-all, and it's the challenger against all. Oh, these guys are weak. Don't bring that weak stuff. Kill him! Bloody hopeless, the lot of you. Let's see how your puny sword fares against an axe or two. Your turn, my boy. Bah, if you want something done right. Honestly, I was expecting this guy to run. No one beats it, me in my Coliseum. No one! He really likes doing this. Now he's running away. I'm gonna make you hurt, old man, if it's the last thing I do. Yeah! I think Musosai is about to destroy this guy. You're done? Then allow me. Not even worth drawing my blade. Well fought, young one. I've seen all I need to see. And the winner is the challenger! What fearsome fighters these samurai! Let's give him a rousing applause! Forgive me. I know it was wrong to force that fight upon you, and yet I find I do not regret having done so, for it has reaffirmed beyond any doubt the promise I had glimpsed in you. Long did I search in my native land for a pupil, but I found none fit to be a vessel for my knowledge. The problem, I concluded, lay in my people's way of thinking, the zeal with which they uphold tradition to the detriment of all else. So it was that I set forth for a new land, this Air's Ear. I placed myself in the midst of your most able swordsmen, offering myself up as a spectacle in hopes of finding a worthy soul. And find him I did, in you. Now, I realize how all this may appear. To you, I could be but a strange old fool spouting nonsense, but I'm well past caring about appearances. I speak with all earnesty when I say that there is none other into whom I would pour my knowledge. And so I ask you, will you consent to being my pupil? Become Musosai's pupil? Yes. Ah, words cannot well express my joy. From this moment on, we are master and student. Now then, I would know your name. By what are you called? Crimson. 'Tis a fine name. Without further ado, Crimson, we shall commence your training. Pray join me at the nearby tavern, the Slick Hand. Leah said, it's crazy. I got to see my mom's arm for the first time today. What they did to her totally blew me away. Half her skin is missing from her arm? You can see bits and parts of her... What? Wait, what? What did they do? Yeah, that sounds crazy. What the heck? What did they do? I thought they were just like doing a simple test. What the heck? Gosh. Jeez, man, that's sickening. It's like sickening to hear that. What the heck? I shall begin at the very beginning. In the distant past, Hingashi underwent a period of strife, during which numerous opposing factions vied for supremacy. The Age of Blood. In this age, full many took to battle with katana in hand, and in the crucible of war our art was forged, the way of the samurai. Eventually the realm was unified under one banner, and peace reigned once more. The people set aside the katana, save for we samurai, who continue to wield it as a symbol of authority. With that authority comes a grave responsibility, protecting the peace. To ensure that the Age of Blood is never repeated, we samurai seek out the wicked and bring them to account. In so doing, we ward off chaos and preserve order in the realm. Such is our calling. In Gashi's or Air's ear, it matters not where we are. This calling guides us always. To that end, we shall journey the land, you and I, on a quest to right wrongs. As one who has grasped the foundations of our art, it is your surest path to mastery. Our efforts begin in this very city. I shall cast about for evil that has taken root here, and then we may proceed to excise it. Well now, that certainly got exciting quick. But with some even quicker thinking, I managed to set up a wager and turn a tidy profit. Momozigo, I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, I have found my pupil at long last. I pray that you will live comfortably with your winnings. Actually, I had a mind to join you. Wherever you go, I sense the coin will follow. And besides, it seems you're planning to root out evil in our fair city. If so, you do well to have me along. With my connections, I can procure the information you're like to need. Then there's the small matter of your complete and utter lack of knowledge of Eorzea. There is that, indeed. Had fate not seen fit to unite us, I never would have found my way here from Festa Bay. And I wouldn't be standing here breathing. If anyone owes anything, it's me. You saved me from those cutthroat bandits when I tried recruiting them for the Colosseum. Terribly reckless in hindsight. As for you, my friend, to be marked out by old Musasai himself, you must be made of uncommon stuff indeed. Not to put the pressure on, but I have the highest hopes for you. And here we are then. I shall undertake my search with Momozigo's help. Until such time as there are developments, pray continue honing your newfound skills. Probably going to say we have to get to level 55 before you can continue. That's my guess. Level 52, actually. So not as much of a grind, but a little bit, you know. Okay, so that was fun. Alright, now it's time to turn back to our bard. And it is time to continue with our main story here, huh? What is this? Three's a company. Oh, Three's a company is the Bard quest. Got it, got it. Angry Curl. Death by 1,000 rocks. Angry Curl regards you with suspicion. A new face in Alagana? Huh? What would you ask of me then? Look at this guy. A stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Right then, Frightened Curl's his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Might as well see what this person has as well. Griseldis. Griseldis is here, but her mind is elsewhere. Hard country. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck. Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I need a grind of chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. Eh? You'll go and get some for me? Just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so. Oh, we gonna get it. I'm gonna murder some Chipotle for you, girl. We're gonna murder some Chipotle for you. A Dustinila. I'm gonna kill this. All right, let's do this. Let's see. Horrific boots. How many of these things we gotta kill? Also, how much XP am I getting? Not much. I wonder what I'll get for the actual fate here. We're only getting 237 XP when we need 2.5 million to level up. Yeah, we gotta kill a lot of these things. This fate is kind of long. Let's try to recover. Recover some health before we attack again here. Uh-oh. If I just aggroed that other one, I might be in trouble here, actually. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna die. No! I can't believe I actually died. Dang it, dude. I rarely die. I couldn't handle the double aggro. I needed to be more careful. I don't think anybody's around here. Anyone about with the raise? I don't think anyone's here, so we're just gonna have to leave. Dang it, man. I can't believe we just died. That was so dumb. So dumb, so dumb. All right, let's check if any of my stuff sold. All right, so we got some stuff. Nothing sold here. To Rulga's Reach. Gira, Bonnie, and Hornbill. Alright, let's kill this. Alright, I got a Talon. Now we have to slay a Chipuli. We need to slay a Chipuli. I think that's how you have to say it. A Chipuli. The last forest. Alright, so that's done. We slayed the Chipuri. Alright, now we gotta go speak with the Frightened Curl in Grim and Enid. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. Unconscionably heavy sacks. Alright, we've got them. Ah, the new face. Yeah, my leftovers. You load 10 and 6 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt? Huh, well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand in case you're curious what it's all for. Rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the soldiers. What trade with the resistance? It's a living, a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and the short of it. We do what we can, and we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know was all. That we know why you're here. And even if we can't join you, we wish we could. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana? Oh, I never meant to... I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people. But it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. Dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. And then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it had made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, many others, I imagine. Help them too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Leia said, are you going back to fight those other creatures that you were just fighting when you lost? Nah. I wasn't going to be able to complete it in the remaining time allotted by the time I got back, so just gotta let it go and move on. Really, ideally, with something like that, a fate that's close to my level like that, it really would be good if I had other people helping too. Like, if there was at least one other person helping. It's a little bit tougher to, like, solo it, and obviously I paid the price there. I died. Didn't work out. Clearly, this person, Graham Biomasian, is doing the same thing as me. Literally the same missions. A life more ordinary. Mefrid is hard at work trying to win over the villagers of Alagana. Gagana skin boots of aiming, we don't really need those. Of healing, don't need those. casting, maybe if we did like red mage or blue mage or something like that. But might just go with Heaven's Eye Materia 5. Ah, there you are, Crimson. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends deigning to help us poor, unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on all of us. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. This isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefred. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow. I don't know, but if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lice. Why do I keep saying Lice? It's Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd have never met Crimson or the rest of you. We might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on! Crata, the Tribunum and the bloody Ratman, damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tribunum's due soon and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikiran attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came and... Listen, Rakrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? The Ratmen took him there? He's as good as dead. We've got to go after them. If there's even a chance her brother's still alive, we have to try. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tribunum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. The color of angry Kikiran. Mefred understands that you must act quickly to save Rakrata. So Rakrata's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kikiran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. See, we're uncovering more and more of the map as we kind of explore. You discover a new location. Obviously, it looks like you basically uncover locations in like square chunks, is what it looks like. Take a look around, see what we see. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. This ziggurat is crazy. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat! Ours to eat! We knew it had come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Kikirin meat carriers. I'll help her out. She's getting attacked by everybody right now. I'm helping her out, why not? I think it's a her. Yeah. We're Krata! Oh, Ralger, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. This does not look like a little brother. This looks like a full-grown man. Oh, you found him! Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister? Oh, Ralger be praised, she's safe, and you lot found your way in here just for me? I think there's still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Kikiran return in force. Do you still have the Tributum? Oh, gods, the Tributum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am! I have to go! What? Right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what'll happen to me and my sister. Yeah, the Imperials are basically like the mob. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. The Black Wolf's pups. Lise has never been one to ignore her conscience. Listen, Crimson, Mefred, I think we need to go after Wakrata. Wait, you better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. All right, Leah, sounds good. Doing the Black Wolf's Pups quest. All right, we got to search for his trail near the ziggurats. Here's a chocobo feather. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from Rakrata's bird, in which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering around the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover, quickly now!
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No! No, you've got it all wrong! I was waylaid by bandits! It's not my fault!
I said halt!
Knocked him out.
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life!
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Tough choices.
But it isn't fair.
They saved this poor guy just so that he could get the
Your bloody
crap
fault
beat
we're
out of him.
Stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egan's can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit! And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
He should probably get on the chocobo and actually ride it instead of limping home. I'd heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. Tears me up inside. See our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. They made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Really no good options here. Homeward bound. Mefford has no wish to linger unnecessarily. We could get the copper nickel foil for a red mage. Or just more battle dance materia. Or Crata's alive, and the tribunal's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Alagana and tell Ragenfried his men got the job done. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Okrata told me everything. How you fought with the Kikiran and saved his life. For all the good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the Skulls. How they beat him half to death. Could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Meffred's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong like your father, that much is plain. But I thank Rauga you did not. Because it was not avenged with them. Okrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for the only gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness. We've got nothing left to give. Can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox too. She's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's all right. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegans terrorizing their own? I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? I didn't expect them to storm a castle with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was, but nor did I expect Okrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. Can't claim to know their plan. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? That I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village. When one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Okrata, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. Not just me, there are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... If your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Rauga's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. With that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. funny that I'm literally doing the same exact quest line as this other person at the exact same time. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. It was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling and troubling too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you'll say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself and if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but when, if not, that day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Crimson, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Right on, dude! All right, Crimson Knights. I think that's going to be a good stopping point for us tonight as we continue through our Stormblood main storylines. I'm having a lot of fun. It's really interesting, really cool. Liking the new area. I'm liking the storyline. And it was fun checking out Samurai as well. So we'll have to level that up some on the side. Lots of fun jobs to check out. Obviously, our main is Bard. But Samurai's pretty cool. I like it. Dark Knight's cool. You know, we've got some cool options as, like, secondary jobs. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, Crimson Knights, I am planning to be back on Wednesday as usual, but I will not be streaming on Friday. We're going to see the new Spider-Man movie in theaters Friday night, so I'm not going to be around Friday night. I might try to stream Thursday night instead. All right, so Wednesday, Thursday, we'll probably be streaming the rest of this week. Wednesday, we're going to do more Final Fantasy. Thursday, we might try to go back and do some, see if we can defeat this boss in Armored Core, but we'll see how we're feeling, all right? So, Leia, good hanging out with you. Man, I wish your mom the best. That sounds like very challenging situation right now. But good hanging out with you all. Sleep well. Have a good night. And I'll see you on Wednesday night, Crimson Knights. Appreciate you.